Hello to all my friends out there. And so I have some sausage that I bought $1 at Dollar Tree. But what I really want to make is I really want to make a pot of gravy because I have some milk I need to use up. But another reason is I like to eat gravy. I'm just going to leave my sausage in here to flavor up my gravy. I like to eat gravy like soup. A little bowl of gravy is it's good food, you know. I don't know if everybody does this, but what's nice about it, you can eat this the next day. Tonight, I'm going to make a little dinner. It's going to be some sausage patties, some gravy, and I have some instant potatoes. The main thing about gravy is like any kind of this kind of food is you don't want to be in a hurry. If you try to rush it, it's not going to come out as good as if you take your time. And then after you make the gravy, if you cook it a little while on low, I want to brown my flour. I've made gravy many times, but you know, I have so many videos at this point that are lost in the mire of YouTube that, you know, some of them are repeated. That's okay. Especially two things, if you can make regularly, a little bread and a little gravy, it's really going to stretch your budget. And it's good to really teach kids to make this in case, God forbid, you know, they should ever fall into hard times. That's just a bad thought for any mother to think, you know, that's like, if of all the things you want to think of, that isn't one of them. But it can happen. You know, life can be going along very, very good, and it can turn to, you know what, in a second. You know, anything can happen. Accidents, sickness, unemployment, you know, not to be a, you know, the sky is falling type person, but in the event, so see how my gravy is starting to brown up, or my flour is starting to brown up? And another reason for eating this is it's good. Okay, so here's my milk, and it's going to expire, one on the 10th, one on the 9th, and I wanted to mention, I bought 4 yogurts at Dollar Tree for $1, and then I bought these yogurts at Ralph's. They were really cheap, and you know, one thing that kind of never occurred to me and should have is anything that's perishable is going to be marked down regularly. And then I saw these were marked way down, and I think they expire today or tomorrow, but I will throw them in the freezer. And here's the instant potatoes I will make to go with my gravy, and I have some flour that I bought for 99 cents. Okay, back over here. Okay, so now my gravy is really nice and brown. So, you know, you can pretty much bet this is going to make some good milk gravy. If you don't have milk, you can use bouillon cubes. There is no special technique, at least in my mind. The main thing is just if you get a few lumps in your gravy, just stir your lumps out, you know. And, you know, then after you get your... Now, I like my gravy a little bit on the thin side because I like to eat my gravy like soup. And, you know, you might be thinking, oh, that's just going to make you too fat. Oh, no, I don't think people are getting fat off gravy. If they're getting fat off anything, it's probably sugar. Because, I mean, how big, I mean, really, how big of a bowl of gravy can you eat? My son and I were talking about this. When you eat nutritious food, you get full and you don't want to overeat. Okay, so now I'm going to cook my gravy on low for a little while. I'm going to make some instant mashed potatoes and some, if it starts to thicken up, you know, as you're cooking it, when you know it's ready is when it stops thickening up. Just pour a little more milk. Another thing you can do, which is good, is use half milk and half beef bouillon cubes. It's cheaper. Like in my case, I just need to use my milk up, or else if I can't use it up in time, I freeze it. No wasting. Okay, I will be back with my instant mashed potatoes and some frozen vegetables for a cheap dinner, really cheap. Okay, God bless you all.